Hello and welcome to another episode of Growing FPV. I'm Matt, and today I am going to show you what I'm going to do. I broke my squirt. Sounds kind of funny, but yeah, I broke it. Right here. Here's my squirt. There's one of the arms that hold on the duct, and then it snapped here. So what I ended up doing was I went all out. I said, what the hell? I'm going to go all out and doing all new things. Okay. So I was running analog. I was running my Fat Shark analogs, just the Dominator 3s. They're somewhere around here. So it is what it is. Running these, the Fat Shark Scout HDs. And I'm running the Jumper T-Lite, but I added Ghost. So I have never installed Ghost. I have never installed Fat Shark or Shark Byte. I have never truly built a drone from scratch. My past drones I used, like on my previous squirt, I was using a flight controller that I pulled out of another quad, and I was just using that. Well, this thing, crap. So got rid of it. I was putting that into a Beta 95X, flew all right, but I decided that I didn't like it, and I have a new flight controller all-in-one coming for that. But that's a different episode. This one, I am building this. Now, I've already flown it. I've already built it at this point, but this is the introduction anyway. It is a Reptile Cloud 149. And I'm going to have the unboxing here in just a second. You're going to see all that. It is fantastic. The DVR off of these is not, it's not DJI DVR. All right. Everybody knows DVR off of these is not off of Shark Byte or Fat Shark DVR is not the greatest. It's good. It's a lot better than analog for quality wise, but where it really makes up for it is it's a lot better in here. And that's really what's important. Footage, I'll throw GoPro or an SMO 4K on it, and there we go. There's my clear footage. All I really care about is good, nice video quality to my eyes from a goggle. DVR, but I do have DVR of it. I do have GoPro footage of me flying it. I did not put a GoPro on this today. And the reason behind that is I didn't have the mount. Otherwise, I probably would have. But that will be happening very, very soon. I am very, 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 very happy and ecstatic about everything I've done here with this quad. Very happy. So, without further ado, let's get on to the unboxing, the building, and the maiden flight. So, thank you for watching, and please subscribe, hit that bell. It really does help me out. Thank you.
All right, so I'm using my GoPro, so I'm not sure exactly how well the microphone's picking me up, but it should be pretty good. I've tested it out slightly before. Okay, so here is everything I have for this build. And as I said before, I didn't go with the Shen Drone Squirt. I ended up going with the Reptile Cloud 149. Couple reasons. Main reason is that these guys here They're still pretty flexible. They're injection molded, but they're $5 each, which for me makes a bit of a difference because I still tend to crash a little bit, and I break these things quite often. Even the TPU squirts, like I have some tape on here covering up some slices, they tend to come apart, you know, which is just natural. These are, I would say, a lot tougher, a lot stronger than these are. But these, I believe, are they $40? I think for a pair or for a set, which isn't that big of a deal. But these are like $5 each. This is the frame, which I kind of like too because it's just a little bit smaller. It's got a little bit smaller of a wheelbase to it. Where is my broken squirt? There we go. Okay. So this is the squirt where it broke off right here. And then, as you can see right there, I want to make sure that this is in frame. Yeah. Okay, good. So you can see how that's all just... So it's very close to the same size. There's a little bit of a difference in the footprint. Not much. But on top of that, if you look, the bottom frame is a little bit thicker. Bottom frame is just a tiny little bit thicker on the Reptile versus the squirt, which I guess really isn't that big of a deal. Now, here is something that is kind of a big deal, and I'm going to show you. All right, I'm on grams, zero it out, perfect. Okay, so a single one of these for the Cloud weighs 11 grams. Two of them, of course, 22 grams, compared to 46 grams of weight on the squirt. So these are less than half the weight. And, you know, that makes a difference when you're talking 91 grams in weight right here versus see if I can do this. Versus 43. That's less than half the weight and half the price. But might not matter. Okay, so that's that. Now, on top of this guy here, I am going to be building it with, from the ground up, all new components, except for the motors. The motors are pretty much brand new from what I had on my squirt. Get out of there. Okay. So I decided to go with the RUSHFPV stack. Right here. This is the flight controller. This is the VTX that comes with it, the tank VTX. I'm not going to be using it, and I'll tell you why. It's actually a really good analog VTX from everything I read. 800 milliwatt, pretty strong, and it's actually kind of nice because Rush did a really good job with these because everything's like plug and play with these stacks, and I'll show you. Where is... Okay, now I'm going crazy here. Oh, there it is. Okie doke. This is the flight controller here, or the ECU or ESC. Jeez. The way that these guys work is, here's your plug. Get up a little closer with it. So if you notice on the bottom of the flight controller, there's pins here. What is it? 10 pins. It just snaps right into there, and that's how they communicate. It's nice. And then on top of that, if you're using this VTX, this would snap into here, and you have a nice little stack. However, I am not using this. I am going to use, I'm sure you already saw it, Shark Byte. That's what I'm going to go with, because I have the new Scout HD headset. Let's get on with the fun part. All right, so when it comes packaged, it comes like this. It comes together. And let's just go ahead and remove top plate. So a lot of this stuff I'm going to fast forward through, just because it's not needed. And I don't need to make a 5-hour long video. So, all right. One thing I do like on this, oh, there it goes. These right here, this is a camera mount right here, and it's a carbon fiber camera mount, and it has a couple different settings for how you want to mount the camera. I kind of like that. I kind of like that versus the TPU printed ones. Now, I could be completely wrong, and these are probably way better because they're shock absorbing, but I don't know. I kind of like that feature. So, anyway, I'll shut up now. Now there's a motor put on right there. It's ready to rock. So I'm just going to skip forward, and just, there's no point in you sitting here watching me put on 3 more motors. So be right back. All right, motors are on. It's already starting to look sexy. So I'm talking about. All right, so next step, of course, would be the C. This bad motor scooter right here. So now I got to figure out which way's front. All right, so these are all done here. Now I'm going to start my stack. On the ground there. All right, so that's in there. That's the front. So yeah, I'm gonna switch these around. Oops. Okay. Okay, so the way that this is set up, I want that USB port on a side, so it's easier to access. So in order to do that, I need to have this mounted on the side. So here's the plug that goes into there. It's gonna sit on there like that, and it's gonna give me the. Then my power is gonna be sitting right there, which is fine. I don't see a problem with that. It should be okay. Oh, I don't know if you just saw that, but I did a big no-no. Big no-no. And I knew better. I absolutely knew better. Make sure when you plug it in that you have an antenna on your VTX. I lucked out. I absolutely lucked out. Don't know how. But yeah, I lucked out. So I put the antenna on my Ghost receiver, and I completely forgot to put it onto the Shark Byte VTX. But I lucked out. So, but just make sure when you go through that, do a mental checklist, do a physical checklist, something to just sit there and go through and make sure before you plug it in that you have everything connected properly. All right? Please be good. Please be good. Son of a bitch. Okay. Let's try this again. No, ain't got no smoke. So, gotta take that as a good sign. So now I'm gonna plug it into the computer. Okay, so now I'm going to plug in. I just want to see if it's receiving. So I'm going to plug in a battery here. It's a 4S, so it should be just fine. Just don't explode on me, please. Oh, that looks nice. That looks really nice. That looks really, really nice. Okay, so plug this back in. Rescan. And I got it. Woo! Haha. So it is transmitting. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Oh, that looks really good. Wow. It's awesome. Not sure how you can see it in here, but battery level's low. Yeah, I know. Maybe you can see it. Not sure, but it's working. Okay. So I didn't fry it. Good. Whew. That was a pucker moment there. Good Lord. Okay, so that's good. That makes me feel good. All right. So now I'm going to plug this into Betaflight. I just got done flying the Cloud, and this is the Cloud 149, as you can see. And I was running Fat Shark HD, and I was running Ghost. So this was my first true build from the ground up, and it went flawless. Except two things. One, my landings are terrible, and you'll see that in the footage here, in the GoPro footage here in a second. And two, I don't have OSD from the flight controller to my Fat Shark yet. So once I get that figured out, everything's going to be peachy. Very, very, very peachy, and I'm very happy for this. So enjoy the video, enjoy the footage, and thank you. All right, so this is going to be the maiden flight of the drone. Now, as I said before, I have a lot of new things I'm doing with this. Mainly, I'm running Fat Shark Scout HDs, and I'm using the jumper T-Lite with Ghost. So that's all set up on here. I tested it's working. I do not have OSD yet. For whatever reason, I'm trying to figure out the reason why OSD is not coming through on my goggles. Obviously, I have it connected in the wrong spot. I did email RUSHFPV, who is the company that made my flight controller. So we'll find out. I'm not using a GoPro. I'm actually, all the footage off this is going to be recorded off the DVR. All right, fat sharks are recording. What did I just hear? It should be recording. Yeah, okay. All right, the fat sharks are recording, so let's send her. Again, I don't have any OSD on here. I'm running the Ghost at normal. I don't have it set for long distance. Some cops over there. There we go. Get some speed going. So these fat sharks have omnidirectional and two omnidirectional, and they have two directional antennas built in. So you're gonna get your best reception if you're looking at the quad as it's flying. So far, this thing is just silky smooth. One little pass, and I'm going to come back and land it and put another battery on. All right, battery change. All right, so my last pack is going to be an RDQ 850. Oh, by the way, I took a chunk out of one of my ducks here. Yeah, and looks like I cracked that one. Oh. I shouldn't have landed it that hard. Oh shit, that was not intentional. And I landed hard again. Great. That's cool. All right. Look at the DVR when I get back. Motors are cold. I mean, they're not even, I mean, they're maybe just slightly warm, but no, I mean, they're running perfect. This thing is comfortable as hell, works fantastic, and I love it. This is flying fantastically. It's flying perfectly. You know, other than the little mishap that I'm a klutz. Other than the little mishap that I had where a chunk of this chipped off and stuff like that, whatever. Battery came out. I got it. Okay, so with the jumper, this is a good experience here. With the jumper T-Lite, these terminals in here for the battery are a little, they're not tight enough. So you just got to pull them out a little bit, and it holds it better. I might put a little piece of foam in here as well, just for a little extra cushion for the pushing. This I really love. It'd be nice to get my OSD working, so at some point, so we'll see. Like I said, I have an email in to the manufacturer of the flight controller to figure out where I'm supposed to connect to on the flight controller. So if anybody knows where to connect the Shark Byte VTX onto the flight controller, let me know. All right.
So thank you for watching, and please subscribe, hit that bell. It really does help me out. Thank you.